Hello Internet. Today I would like to shine a light on what is a recent but quite significant part of my collection. Uh, Past summer, after I heard Pawn Tracks play this track at Motel Selectors in Barbarella's, I did what I sometimes do, and that is go really deep into certain producers. Now I'm very happy I did it because this is a story that connects a lot of different musics from like the 90s together, and I thought it was worthy of its own reel. Today we are talking about Heller and Farley from the UK acid house, its connection to New York, to vocalists that you may know, this label Junior Boy's Own. We have a Robert Owens remix, we have a Michael Jackson remix, we have the Roach Motel, which is an alias of them, and a bunch of banging records, of which I will play a lot of them next week because I have to play King's Day, I have some gigs, and I was like, what am I gonna play for King's Day? King's Day, Orange. And I was like, oh, this record is Orange. Maybe that can be the start of the creative process. So I took this lovely Orange record, which is the Jasper Street Company, A Feeling, the Heller and Farley Project remix. And I was like, what am I gonna do with it? Well, might as well pull out the depth of my collection and yeah, show something that is me, that is recent, that is a sound that's maybe a bit outside of what people think I play, that pays homage to someone that inspires me. Pawn Tracks said at Selectors. And something that pays homage to an important part of history that I think shaped a lot of dance music as we know it today. It is the sound of the villas in Ibiza with the Function One sound systems back in the days. It is labels like AM PM. It is, I think, the Hacienda in Britain. It's this lovely logo. I think it's honestly one of the best logos in dance music. Someone eating a record. It is also Robert Owens. I have to give credit to Pawn Tracks as well because I heard him play this one in a more recent set. Yeah, I've been playing these records out a lot and they seem to work all the time. I think it really like hits a certain frequency in today's dance floors. It's that groovy, sexy bass lines. There's jazz in the different elements in the frequencies. So like the bass lines will go on for a walk, but then the percussion comes in, like you heard in the beginning of this this reel. And still, you know, it keeps it soulful. It's also the connection with Detroit, between the UK and Detroit, inner city. A remix, Good Love. Originally written by Ann Saunderson and Kevin Saunderson, who I know is on TikTok as well, and yeah, spreading or sharing some of the history of techno. What else do we have? This one takes me back to New York and also was in the latest Doka session with Vamage. It is the Scott Grooves remix of Heller and Farley's Rising Sun. It's a really deep house track with some influences from the Yoruba culture, I think, that we talked about yesterday or a couple of days ago. Big one. Now the bonus of these records is they're all dirt cheap. They have been pressed in big quantities and you can find them for a couple of euros each. Except this one, which is a Michael Jackson remix. I had to look for it for quite some time, but even still, it was only like 20-25 euros. Roach Motel, Transatlantic, this is in my recent Sissy's mix. Acid House, Need Your Love, Got to Have It, Pump Up the Bass, you get the picture. Here's another nice connection between the UK and New York City and France and Armenia, because it is Francois K's legendary track Time and Space, but remixed by Farley and Heller. What else do we have? The Funky Green Dogs, another alias of them, I think? No, is it? Wait, now I'm confused. Anyway, Funky Green Dogs with Heller and Farley remixes under their alias the Roach Motel. Maybe I'm wrong. The Roach Motel is one of their aliases, which has a bit of a different sound, I guess. There's one remix that is called Roachin' in the Bass Bin, and got me thinking about these people that you see on a dance floor that just like live in the subwoofer. People I always appreciate to see and have a dance with. Jeannie Tracy, Do You Believe in the Wonder, Heller and Farley remix, Juliet Roberts, Caught in the Middle, Deep Sensation, this is a classic, I guess. Another Roach Motel, Wild Love, Happy Business, the Fire Island, White Powder Dreams. So Fire Island, I think, is a reference to 1970s or early 80s New York, where Fire Island was a club or after party space people go to. I need to check myself on this. This is another nice one, BJ Crosby, Find Your Way, Heller and Farley remix. Like all of these are super long, like 10-12 minutes. Sorry, too much to carry. New Colors, Special Kind of Lover, Fire Island, New Samba Vocal. This is a bit more on the gospel side of things. Sue Challoner, Answer My Prayer. This one I love. The theme from Outrage. I don't think it has anything to do with Heller and Farley, but this label, obviously seminal label from the UK, from the 90s. Same for this one, AM PM. But a big favorite of mine, big favorite of mine is Angel Moraes. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I Like It, the Fire Island main mix. Huge track. There's a video on my Instagram of me playing that in Doka with Mr. Redley. The Source featuring Candy Station. The Farley and Heller Roaching in the Bass Bin mix. You Got the Love. Michael Watford, Love Changeover, the Fire Island Club vocal mix. There's also the Fire Island vocal mix. So there are subtle differences with 3 minutes length in track difference as well. Here's another Roach Motel one, the Deep Night mix. Really love that one. Probably gonna play that when it gets dark somewhere at some point after sunset. Then we have Real Soul, This Love We Found, Fire Island vocal. So yeah, if you see Roach Motel mix or Roachin' in the Basement or Fire Island mix or Heller or Farley, do yourself a favor, pick up the record. As you can see, there are quite a lot of them, like this Joy Cardwell, Run to You, Farley and Heller vocal mix. I think that's plenty of records. I will be playing some of them next week during King's Day, and some of them are in my latest Sissies mix that you can go and listen to now. Tomorrow or some other time, we are going to talk about probably my favorite record cover of all time and the artist featured on these records, Sylvester and Keith Haring, of course. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this, leave a comment. What's your favorite Heller and Farley track? I think there's about 1 million more that I have not listened to yet. And like, share, do all the things that help the algorithm, help people find videos like this. Thank you. See you.